Eli, nini la Eli, 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 I, nine, 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 tini nine, 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 nine. Oh, come on, you don't have to touch it. Nine, 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 nine. Yini nine, 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 nine. Yini nine, 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 nine. Yini nine, 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 nine. Yini nine, 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 nine. This nigun, this melody that we're singing, and hi and Shana Tova and welcome, is called the Elul nigun, because today is the last day of Elul, the month that precedes Rosh Hashanah, and it's a melody that just helps us get here, get present, and get ready to really bring in this amazing holiday and a new year, and hopefully a better year. So we're going to sing it a couple more times. Please join in. The words are just nine, nine, nine. Nine, 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 any nine, 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 any nine, 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 any nine, 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 any nine, 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 nine. Yai nine, 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 nine. Yai nine, 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 nine. Yai nine, 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 nine. What do you think, Red Bracha? Was everybody singing? I didn't see everybody singing.
I'm on this side. There are fewer people. People on this side are singing. I don't know about people on your side.
Welcome, everybody. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Rabbi Mark. This is Rabbi Sarah Bracha Gershuni. This is Rabbi Jacob Chattanova, our new Director of Congregational Learning. You have a trio of rabbis. It's a Beit Din, actually, so if anyone wants to be converted before Rosh Hashanah, we can help out. We're going to... What's that?
We could also annul vows.
Yes, true.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
We're here all week.
Yeah.
We're going to turn to page 2 and just taking a moment just to land and be present. And, you know, this is it. This is it. We are here. We are here together. And we recognize that we're each carrying something different. And I'm reading from the left here. Some hearts are full of gratitude and joy. They are overflowing with the happiness of love and the joy of life. And we rejoice with them.
Some hearts ache with sorrow. Disappointments weigh heavily upon them, and they have tasted despair. May our presence and sympathy bring them comfort.
Some spirits hunger. They long for friendship. They crave understanding. They yearn for warmth. May we, in our common need, gain strength from one another, sharing our joys, lightening each other's burdens, and praying for the welfare of our community. And so we start together and welcome everybody, wherever we're coming from and whatever we are carrying. And we're going to invite Esther Morris to come and light the Yontif candles for us, and she's going to start by offering a reading which is on page 30.
Shana Tova, everyone. This is written by Malka Eliza Bat Liba. I light the candles, close my eyes, shield my face with my hands, and retreat into solitude to find my way to you. Please, a new year, fresh, a clean slate, a true beginning, a year of health and strength, work which brings sustenance and meaning, permission to rest and savor, abundant love, laughter, joy. The same and more for my beloved family, my cherished friends, cessation of the horrors, the throbbing of war, violence, cruelty, peace for us, the human family, and for our home, your world. I chant the ancient words, uncover my face, open my eyes, I am ready for a new year. And tonight I'm going to be wearing this prayer shawl that was my bubby's, who I was named after, and it came over from the Ukraine in 1901.
Amen.
Shehecheyanu
Imanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Amen, amen. Shekoyach, thank you. We're going to now start our Mariv service, which will start on page 5. Cover now, right? And Rav Jacob is going to be leading us in Mariv. I'm just going to offer a short intention before he starts davening.
So something I learned about Rosh Hashanah night is in some communities it's known as Koronatianacht, coronation night. And I think we tend to think about Rosh Hashanah, we think about the year ending, reviewing our deeds, we think about doing tshuva, about trying to change and become better for the next year. But I think sometimes in that we lose a little bit of the special joy and opportunity that Rosh Hashanah brings. So tonight we are crowning God as the ruler of the universe, who doesn't need us to do that, but wants us to do that, wants me and Rabbi Mark and Reb Bracha and Rob and Jeremy and Brian and all the other people, no matter who we are and where we're coming from, wants us to put the crown on their head. And so, tomorrow we're going to blow a horn, and in the afternoon we'll go by a stream, and traditionally kings were crowned by flowing rivers. So maybe as we're in our own prayer space, we can also tap into a little bit of, we have that opportunity to recognize the wonder of creation that renews every year, that renews all the time, and our place in it. And our place in it maybe is actually pretty important.
We rise for the Baruch Hu on page 5. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach
olam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'dvaramai v'b'machotech sha'arim.
Umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzivot shemo el chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam vaed Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavi.
Amen.
Ahavat olam Beit
Page
Yisrael.
6, Ahavat Olam,
Torah
Beit
mitzvot
Yisrael. You've loved your people with infinite love.
Ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla v'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael
Amen.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Continuing on page 7 with the second and third paragraphs of the Shema that we read to ourselves, or just take some moments to close our eyes and just reflect on our inner world as this year comes to an end. Something.
Adonai Elohechem Emet
Emunah, Kozov v'Kayam Aleinu.
Kozov
Ki Adonai Eloheinu ech Zulat Tov Malakum Sulam. Oseh Gedolot Adonai. Continuing in the middle of page 8.
Umalchuto v'ratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam u'vnei Yisrael lechanu shira v'simcha rabba v'yameru chulam michamocha ba'elim Adonai Kamocha nedar בבטחה ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר גיפת אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Amen. We're on page 9, this prayer Hashkivenu that asks that we go to sleep feeling peaceful, wake up ready for life, and that we're protected from all of the things that we can be so afraid of in this world, and just asking for that protection and that Sukkat Shalom, a succor of peace over us and over the world. Hashkivenu Adonai Shalom Amideinu Malkeinu Chaim Fosalim. כי השמרני מצילנו אתה, כי המלך חנון ורחום אתה, ושמור צאתנו היינו לחיים.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום אתה ויד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
We rise, we're on page 10.
תיקו בחודש שופר בכסל יום חגנו כי חוק לישראל הוא משפט לאלוהי יעקב.
Chatzi Kaddish will go straight into the first Amidah of this high holiday season on page 11. First of many, many times that we have this opportunity to go inside into our own personal space of prayer, and just invite you to enter into that space and take as long as you need to be in there as we reflect in personal prayer. Chatzi Kaddish, page 10, and the Amidah on page 11.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עולם מעמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמא ואמרו אמן.
If you're still in your own space of prayer, please stay there. And we are going to continue with Kaddish Shalem on page 19. Amen.
Be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamalich malchutei v'chayechonu b'yomeichon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael v'gala uvizman kariv Ve'yimeru amen. Yesh mei rabba mevarach le'olam ulam me'almaya tidida Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitale ve'yithalal shemei dekudesha berichu li'ela Bikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'amiran be'alma v'imeru amen titgabal ziloton uva'uton Dechol Yisrael kodam avuhon divi Vishmaya v'meru
Amen.
amen. Yehi shelam araba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'meru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav Uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshevei tevel v'meru amen.
Turn now to page 23.
May it be your will, Adonai our God, God of our ancestors, that the year 5785 be one of balanced and mindful growth for us as individuals, for our families, and for our communities.
יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו ואמותינו שתחדש עלינו את השנה הזאת שנת 5785 ותהי זו שנה של שגשוג שכולנו למשפחתנו וקהילתנו.
אמן. יהי רצון שנשוב בשנה הבאה למקום הזה בבריאות וברגשי הודאה לשנה של שלום.
May we return next year in good health and an appreciation of a year of greater peace.
אמן.
Amen.
שנה הבאה נמצא דרכים להיטיב את חיינו בלימוד תורה וקיום מצוות.
A year in which we have deepened our lives through learning Torah with Rav Jacob and the performance of mitzvot.
אמן.
Amen. Amen.
שנה הבאה נהיה פתוחים לנוכחות השכינה.
A year in which we were conscious of the divine presence.
אמן. שנה הבאה נחזק את יחסינו האישיים לאחרים בשיתוף פעולתנו בתיקון עולם.
A year in which we strengthened our shared commitment to Tikkun Olam, to the betterment of the world, and let's all say together a big Amen.
Amen.
אמן. כן, יהי רצון.
There's a story about the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov, Rabbi Yisrael ben Elazar, who was the founder of Hasidism in the 1700s. And the Baal Shem Tov one day was with his Hasidim, with his students, and they were davening Shacharit. They were praying the morning prayer. And the Baal Shem Tov got so lost in the words of his prayer. He was there for so long. Shema Kolenu, hear our prayers. Shema Kolenu, hear our prayers. And he was going on and on, lost, transfixed in a deep meditative state. And one by one, his Hasidim, his students who were with him, kind of got restless. They got bored. And they left. Hours later, some of his students came up to him and they said, Rabbeinu, our Rebbe, our teacher, what happened in your tefillah, in your prayer this morning? We've never experienced it so long. And he said, while we were praying together, I saw a ladder. And it was a ladder that had 10 rungs on it, and it was a ladder of prayer. And I climbed up the ladder rung by rung, and when I got to the 10th rung of the ladder, I saw a tree, and in that tree I saw a nest, and in that nest was a golden bird. And I knew that this golden bird was the beloved bird of the Mashiach, of the Messiah, and that if I could bring that bird back to earth, Mashiach would follow in an instant, because Mashiach cannot bear to be without that golden bird. And I reached the 10th rung of the ladder, and I was this close to grabbing the bird, but the ladder collapsed. The ladder collapsed. Prayer is really hard for many of us. Maybe for most of us. It's hard for me. Prayer, being in community to pray, there's so many words. There's so many words, so much repetition, Tara, right? So many words, and sometimes we can get lost in those words, and sometimes we can lose our focus in those words, and sometimes we can get bored and restless in those words. And sometimes it makes us want to cry because there's so many words, right, Leo? Too many words. But this has been an excruciatingly difficult year. And we're together, and this is the beginning. This is the first service of many services that, please God, we're going to come back to. And there are lots of words, and there's lots of prayer. And wherever you're at with your own relationship to prayer, it's not just that there's a lot of the words. Some of the words may be so alien to you. What does it mean that we crown God as king? What does it mean that we say over and over again, Hamelech? What does it mean, all of these superfluous, or rather hyperbolic kind of descriptions of who God is in the world? They mean different things to each of us. And the point, I think, is this profound idea of being alone together. Of being alone together. So we come here this evening. There'll be more people here. I hope there'll be more people here tomorrow. And each service is an opportunity for us to just go into that space inside and to try and stay. Even if you're not actually focused on the words of the prayer, even if the words of the prayer might make you angry, that's okay. And you may just want to close the book completely and just have, if you wear a talit, just put it over your head and just be in your own space of prayer. You might find 2 words, 3 words, 1 word that you really connect to, and just say that word over again. You may find something in the margins of the machzor of the book, something that moves you or pulls you in, some kind of poetry or commentary or something that pulls you in. But just inviting us all, not in a heavy way, because the ladder will collapse if you leave. No. But inviting us all, wherever we're at, whatever we're bringing, whatever we're reflecting on, whatever trauma we've been through, whatever our reflection is of this last year, that we as much as possible are here together, in our own spaces of prayer, but together, because you never know. We might create a ladder, and we might be able to climb up that ladder, and we might just be able to bring back that golden bird and bring Mashiach to the world, bring redemption, because the world really needs redemption right now. And so it starts right now. It starts right here as we plant seeds for this year, as we plant seeds to be in our own profound spaces of prayer, going into our inner world. And maybe we'll find some treasure buried in those difficult words. Maybe we'll be lifted into a different kind of paradigm. So thank you for being here at this first service, and we hope to see you throughout this high holiday period. Huh? Just whenever you can drop in. But I share that story not in a, the last thing I want to do is make anyone feel guilty or ashamed. But it really is an acknowledgement of the fact that for many of us, these prayers are not easy. And it's not about having to say all of the words. it's just about being here, being alone together, and being on the journey, and with the prayerful intention that the journey can take us to a different reality as we enter this year, because we need to be in a different reality. So Shana Tova. We're going to make Kiddush now on page 24.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol am v'romemanu mikol lashon v'kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'yahava et yom hazikaron hazeh yom teruah mikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol amim udvarecha emet v'kayam la'ad baruch ata Adonai melech al kol haaretz mekadesh Yisrael V'yom hazikaron.
Amen.
Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. Before we conclude our service, just want to once again welcome everybody, wish you all a Shana Tova, and just say, where did those announcements go? Wrong folder. Just a few little housekeeping announcements, just that some of you will know, and then we'll finish up our service with Aleinu and Kaddish. This is a request of the JCC. Those of you who are here with families, we so obviously love having children in all of our services and events. But if you do have children with you, they either need to be in services or in the gym if they're not with you, because the JCC is really strict about kids not just running around throughout the spaces. And also, we do ask that everyone, you can leave your name badge when you leave here, but we do ask throughout the course of the services you do wear them. It's part of our security. So, and it's nice to know who you are. It's nice to be able to see your names. We hope that many of you will be coming for our Rosh Hashanah lunch tomorrow back at Bonei Shalom. And our amazing green team has been working really hard with Jennifer and Annabelle to effectively manage all of the waste that we have at that lunch. And we're going to make that lunch as zero waste as it can possibly be. And so when you get there, and there'll be clear labeling, we really ask, because as you know, in Boulder County and throughout the state of Colorado, what we can compost and what we can't compost has changed. But we've got a special organization and we're taking everything to be composted. So in order to make this work, we're going to separate things properly, and we ask for your cooperation. There's going to be people wearing sorting hats. And so that'll be great. We do both tomorrow morning and Friday morning. Reb Sarah Bracha is leading some alternative services which start at 8:30, and they're going to be in the dance studio over there. Something a little bit more juicy and movementy. If you want to start your Rosh Hashanah in that way. On second day Rosh Hashanah, the three of us are going to be having a conversation as the second day sermon, and we invite you to join in that. I mean, not by heckling us, obviously, but by listening respectfully and no, but we are going to address some difficult issues that we want people to, be open to hearing different perspectives. And Yom Kippur is coming. There'll be an announcement tomorrow, but a reminder on Kol Nidre, we do have our food collection for community food share, and you'll hear Moshe tomorrow telling us more about that. And there's an announcement here that we're really encouraging people, some do, some don't, on Yom Kippur to wear white, which is a custom in many synagogues, but not necessarily ours, and so we'd love to have that tradition restart here. I think that's everything that I've got to announce right now. Let me just see if there's another page. Let's just take a breath together, shall we? It's been a day. I do want to really, and they probably can't hear me unless there's sounds, but Jennifer has literally been on her feet all day today from like about 8:30 this morning and hasn't had a break, just there's been so much to do to get everything ready, along with April and Mags, just been doing so much, and of course all our amazing volunteers, Rob and other people from the ritual team and people who showed up to help move this space. So just really so grateful for all the volunteers and all of our staff who really make this possible here. It doesn't just happen like that. So Rav Jacob is going to teach us something, because that's what he does.
It is what I do. It's hard for me to not do it. Okay. Oh. So there is a traditional greeting. By traditional, I don't know, but there is a greeting that only is said on the first night of Rosh Hashanah, and I wanted to teach you, and I wrote it out here, and I'll hold it up. First, I want to teach you what it means. Okay, so it is Lishana Tova, Tikatevu, V'techatemu, Le'alter, L'chaim Tovim, U'Lishalom. All right, so just to explain this, they say, one way we think about what Rosh Hashanah and this time of year is between now and Yom Kippur is that people who are wholly, completely righteous, who their year on a whole, they really can't find any fault with them, they're immediately sealed in the book of life, in the book of life for a good year. Immediately. So the word they use is la'alter. And people who are wholly guilty, immediately sealed in the book of death. But everyone else, which is all of us, I'm assuming, except for some of us who are wholly righteous, the judgment is suspended between now and Yom Kippur to sort of wait and see what we do with that time and how we approach our year. So when we wish each other that we be sealed and written for a good year, la'alter, that means that we're assuming that the person you're talking to is entirely righteous, that they'll be automatically written in the book of life, because of course they will, and I just think that's a great way to treat each other with righteous eyes. So, Lishana Tova, Tikatevu, V'techatemu, Le'alter, L'chaim Tovim, for a good life, L'shalom, and for peace. Thank you, everyone.
Let's say it together.
Lishana Tova, Tikatevu, V'techatemu, Le'alter, L'chaim Tovim,
U'Lishalom. Shkoyach. I invite you to rise now as you're able to, as we go to the Aleinu on page 25. And after the Aleinu, we'll say Psalm 27, and then we'll have our mourners Kaddish.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon ha'kol ateit gedula liyotzer bereshit shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו גויים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו. אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד. אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת. אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד, אין עוד. על כן נקבלך.
כן נקבלך אדוני, לראות מעוזך. יכירו וידעו כל שמיטה.
המלכות שלך היא ולעולם מעט ימלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני
Psalm 27 is on page 27, and it's a psalm that some of us have been saying for a whole month, and we're going to continue saying it until the end of Sukkot. David Adonai Orivi Shimi
David Adonai Orivi Shimi
Adonai Mos Chayai Mimei Afkat Bekrov Alai
Bekrov Alai Merim B'Sari Tzar V'Veli Hema Kashlu V'Nachalu Ela Mechana Lo Yira Libi Im Takum Alai Milchama B'Zot Ani Voteach Achat Sha'alti Me'et Adonai Ota Avakesh Shifti B'Veit Adonai Kol Yemei Chayai Lachazot B'Nom Adonai L'Vaker B'Heichalo Ki Tzpeneni B'Suko B'Yom Ra'a Yasir B'Seter Aholo B'Tzur Yerom Meni ותהירים משיע לבוא סביבותי ועזבך בעולו זבחי תרועה השירה וזמרה לאדוני שמע אדוני קולי יקרא וחנני וענני לך אמר ליבי בקשו פני את פניך אדוני אבקש אל תסתר פניך ממני ואל תעטוף עבדך עזרתי היית אל תשני ואל תעזבני ולא אישי כי אבי בימי עזבוני פני יספני הוריני אדוני דרכך ונחני באורח מישור למען שוריי אל תתנני בנפש שרי, כי כמובן ידי שקר ופח חמאס. לולי האמנתי לראות בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים. קווה אל אדוני חזק ויאמץ ליבך, וקווה אל אדוני.
We come to our first mourners Kaddish of this high holiday season, and we're recognizing all the people, and there are many in the congregation who've suffered losses in this past year, and who are in their year of mourning, and thinking of all of them, wishing them continued strength and comfort. And holding you in our hearts for nechama, for comfort and strength. And we're also acknowledging the people with yard sites And today was the yahrzeit of Beverly Potter's mother, Belle Potter. And first day Rosh Hashanah is the yahrzeit of Mike Madoff's father, Sidney Madoff, of my grandfather, Sam Kay. And second day Rosh Hashanah, Abby Robinson is remembering her father, Jack Robinson. Michelle Eckstein is remembering her grandfather, Seymour Engel. And then coming up in the days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, Janet Lowe is remembering her grandmother, Margit Ungar. Michelle Goldman is remembering her grandmother, Rosa Goldman. Marilyn Pinsker is remembering her grandmother, Helen Cohen. Wayne Seltzer is remembering his grandmother, Ida Seltzer. Bruce Schaefer is remembering his mother, Betty Schaefer. Jeff Davis is remembering his aunt, Kate Hooker. Charlotte Smokler is remembering her brother, Emmanuel Sternberg. And Karen Diamond is remembering her father, Joseph Soren. We say, Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing as we honor their memories along with the memories of those who've gone in this last year and all of the many, many people whose lives have been lost in the wars. We say Zichronam Livracha. Mourner's Kaddish is back on page 26. Gadal v'kadash shemei Rabbah Be'alma tivrach chidutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudashah b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen.
Amen.
And now we'll sing Yigdal. Actually, one other thing I wanted to say is just Esther, who lit the candles and read that beautiful prayer for us. All of the flowers that you will see over the course of these high holidays are beautifully collated and arranged by her. So thank you for beautifying our space. Yigdal.
Yigdal Elohim chai v'yishtabach nimtza v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachin ke'echoda ne'elam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf
Israel, como she'od, Navi u'mavi, et emunato, Torah temet natan, le'amoel, al yad nevi'o, neman beito, lo yachal Yifrael, ve'lo yamid dato,
ישלח לקץ ימין, משיחנו, לבדוק מחכה קץ ישועתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך הדעת שם תהילתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך הדעת שם תהילתו.
You have another opportunity to practice saying those words to each other. It's at the bottom of the page in the book here too.
So I forgot to say that what I would like you all to do is to turn to somebody whom you don't know already and give them that or another greeting, and take 24 seconds to introduce yourselves, and I will watch the time for you. So.
And Shekayach to Rav Jacob, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeshua.